Hi, it's Chris from Epix Systems here. Sometimes we get asked how to add multiple SOR codes to a job in one go using our importer. So this would be useful if you've got loads of sales lines to add to a particular job. Say you were building up a particularly large quote, or perhaps you were doing a job where you were fulfilling many tasks that you wanted your engineers to tick off. So rather than importing them or adding them one by one using this screen, we get asked how you can do this using the importer. Well, we'll start on our job sheet and I'll scroll down here to the sales lines section. On this current job, there are no sales on the job, so you get the message to add new lines. Click here. So we would click here to both manually add them and use the importer. As we know, to manually add them, you would click into the job line field here, search for a reference, choose the code you want to add, provide an ordered quantity, and then press add. And you just continue to do that, building up a list. But if you wanted to do this using the importer, at the top of the screen here, there is a blue button for bulk importer. So if we click on there, the screen that loads is the screen where we can download the template file that we need to do this, and also it's where you would actually upload the completed file once you've done it. So we begin by pressing the download template button. And as you can see on the bottom of my browser here, a file has been downloaded. So we would then go ahead and open that file. But before we do, I'll draw your attention to this table here. This is describing the file that's been downloaded. So there will be 5 columns, and this is the information we're expecting. Now, as you can see, these are optional. The only 2 that are actually required are these 2 columns here. So if we open that file, this will launch in your spreadsheet editing software. So I'm just going to expand all the columns so you can see what's in them, and I'll zoom in a little bit. So you can see that the columns here match the descriptions in the system behind. I'm just going to click cancel out of this screen here to take us back to the SOR screen here, or the sales line screen, just so you can see how the file matches up. So if I was to choose a code from here, let's go with this top one here. The task field, sometimes that's switched on in systems, sometimes it isn't. If it is on, there's a good chance you're using that for the room of a house, for example, or a location, to provide some additional information to the code. So on this, for example, it could be that we're going to put it as the room as the landing. The ordered quantity, I'm just going to set to 1, and I want to put our rate as £65 on this case. So I would normally press add at this point. In our file, if I now pull that down here so we can see, the way this would look in the file, we would type in there what goes as task. So this would be the task area. The SOR code is the reference, which in this instance was the 6 zeros. The description is the description of the code. So I'm just going to copy and paste that for speed. The order quantity is the 1, and the charge rate was the £65. So of course I could now repeat this process for the 2 other rooms in the house that I've got. So if I was to put that down here as well, like that. So I've now created 3 codes that I want to import to my job. So I would then save this file. So of course you make sure you know where that file is. And then back in our system here, if I remove that one, go back into the bulk importer. If I now choose the file I want to find from within the system, there it is. That will then show that I've selected that file here. If I now press upload, you get a message to say that the file was located and uploaded successfully. And now we get a preview of the 3 codes that I've just imported. So now I will press continue, and those codes are now added to the system. As with all our videos, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to give us a shout.